First unit, and we're starting with some big decisions. Kompass lets you split your organization into different orgs. Each org can have multiple departments, and each department can have lots of services. Hang on, it all makes sense, I promise. Think of it that way. You have an office in Colorado, and you are opening brand new operations in Wyoming. Your Wyoming office will have a scanning department, which your Colorado office doesn't. And within that scanning department, you might have services like LiDAR, building surveys, monitoring, and more. These services aren't big enough to form departments on their own, but you still want to track how they're performing. That's the idea in a nutshell. Now, back to orgs. You might say you only have one office, so you need just one org, and most of the times that's fine. However, if you have both surveying and engineering divisions, for example, you might want to separate them. Here are key things to consider when deciding whether to create separate orgs. Do you want your Kompass dashboard to present KPIs for the entire organization? Are you using the same currency, gross margin, payment day across both orgs and have the same map bounds? If you answered yes to any of these, let's talk about it. If not, we're good as we are. Next up, a field you'll find in multiple places in the API admin, gross margin. Gross margin for the organization, for a department, or even for individual services. Just a quick note, gross margin is not a markup. Here's how it's been calculated. Now let's move on to departments. We touched on this before. Think of a department like this. If you are running a hospital, you might have medicine, surgery, nuclear departments, etc. If you run a hotel, you'd have housekeeping, food and beverages, security, and so on. In the geospatial industry, they might be topographic, SU, UAV, etc. So what are the departments in your organization? One way to define them is by looking at your employees. Are they allocated to a certain type of works? Could that be a department? Or think about the dashboard and its nice graphs. How would you like to see the performance of your organization? You can stack by department in all these graphs. Think of it that way as well. Then we move into services, which is even more detailed way to structure your departments. Your digital construction department might have services for datums, monitoring, primary controls, etc. Services let you break down a department without needing to create a standalone one. And you can even have services with the same name under different departments, like seen below. Alright, we've done with org configuration, let's jump into users.